Cheers, all. Sláinte. Happy Sunday. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. It is flipping cold outside. We went out this morning, had to clean the car off. It's like 6 degrees here. It's crazy. It's so cold outside. I am already over winter and it's only December. So let me know what you guys have in your glass tonight. Hit that like, hit that share, that subscribe, all that fun stuff that YouTube likes us to do. I hope I'm streaming okay. Let me know if I'm not. YouTube threw up this new kind of thing on our channel about like encoding or something. And so that throws, every time they make a change, it throws me for a loop because I'm just like, okay, I just learned it. So don't change it because I'm not going to be able to learn anything new. All right, who we got in here? Excuse me. We got Sugar Kitty. Cheers to you, good sir. Sugar Kitty, how are you doing? I hope it's not too cold over there in Jersey. If it's not cold yet, I think it's heading your way. It stunk. We got about 6 inches of snow here too, so it's been cold. So that snow ain't going anywhere anytime soon. And it's cold on top of that. We got Anthony, Mr. Bourbon Neophyte. I have no issues with receiving Irish whiskey as a gift. Just saying. I hear you. I've gotten some pretty good Irish whiskey gifts. Anthony is going to be going live tonight at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, so we'll be wrapped up well before that. I've been feeling a little bit under the weather. I don't know what it is today. The last few months, I've been just feeling kind of blah. So it's funny, the healthier you get, the worse you feel. So drinking my water. I'll make it. I got vacation time I still have to burn. Ooh, hope my boss isn't watching. We got Kathy Huey. Cheers to you, Kathy. How are you doing? Ooh, Kathy's got some Kingsbarn Scotch. I do have a Scotch here. When I pulled up my boujee samples, we'll see if I get to the Scotch tonight. Hey, Em, how are you doing? It's good to see you. I noticed the same thing when I streamed yesterday. All went well. Okay, thank you, Anthony. Yeah, I hate when they always they throw up those curveballs. Cheers, Declan. How are you doing? Hello, everybody. We got James Morgan. Evening, Stacy. Cheers, all. How are you doing? 19. You were supposed to maybe get missed altogether with the storm, 1 inch at most. And of course, you have 7 inches of snow. Yeah. I can't tell you, like, leading up to the snow, they're either like, well, you're going to get like a dusting less than an inch or 4 to 6 inches. So yeah, this is a weird one. So you got the cold weather probably going to be moving in tomorrow to your area. Yeah, it's a little chilly out. I cleaned off my husband's car because he did ours. He did our car before we went to mass this morning. And so I'm like, all right, we get back. It's 2 degrees warmer. It's still freaking 9. And like, all right, I need to scoop off a place for the dogs to get to the backyard anyway. So I'll clean off his car. Yeah. It's still frozen solid. It sucks. It's awful. Oh yeah. For those, tell us about the Kingsbarns. Haven't had it yet. Interested in all the new ones. Yeah, Kathy, how is that? I've actually even heard of that one. Who else we got in here? We got, oh, freaking Anthony. It's cold in Vegas right now, 69. Hey, Donald Rance, cheers to you. I hope you are doing well. Keep them warm. I'm just sitting here complaining because we're getting Canada level cold right now. New comment. There we go. Prediction for tonight is 10, not as cold as last week. Yeah, I figured you were going to get the cold weather a little bit ahead of us. Or a little bit after us, sorry. We usually get it like a day before you do. All right. So before we get started, I wanted to share some really good news about a distillery that I have told you guys about before. And it was kind of some big news. Here's a big hint. That is actually my starting pour tonight. Let me know what you guys are drinking. My starting pour is the 2025 Old Saints Keep from this distillery. So if you have not heard, the International Spirits Competition 2025, the judges named Talnua Distillery in Arvada, which is right outside of Denver, as America's greatest whiskey. So they have, which I do need to get a bottle because I actually prefer their other one in the series. They have the Bourbon Cask and Stave series, single American pot still whiskey. So that was pretty big to do that Talnua won this award. You guys have heard me rave about Talnua. Talnua follows the Irish technical file for American single pot still for Irish single pot still whiskey, but they produce it in Colorado. But they follow the malted barley, unmalted barley. They're actually doing basically the same as Redbreast. They're doing 50-50 unmalted barley and malted barley. And 3 years, they have 3 pot stills. So they're doing all the things that basically you would see at Middleton. In fact, their distillery, if you go in the front door, is very reminiscent of Method Madness. As soon as you go in the door, I think the pot stills are very similar size as well. So big news for Talnua. That's huge. If you go to CBS News, there actually is a very nice kind of video piece on the distillery. They went there, they spoke with Patrick Miller. You can see Megan there, his wife Megan, that's also involved with the distillery. And it's a really big accomplishment, a really big accolades. They deserve all the best. So cheers, Talnua. I was very excited to hear that. Oh, you wish you could get Talnua there. Yeah. So if you are interested in trying Talnua, one way is to either visit the Denver area, have a friend visiting the Denver area. Unfortunately, they do not have shipping yet. I know that it has been something that that Patrick and Megan are working up to. However, honestly, the demand for their whiskey has been so high since they opened that they have just been going to keep up with production. They expanded, created a new, bought the suite next door and created an event space there. So unfortunately, but they do have a website. So if you are going to be in that area, you got a friend in that area, you can order and buy your whiskey and they'll just pick it up for you. I am very fortunate. I have a couple of friends in the Denver area that will pick up whiskey for me and will send it to me. So that's how I've get my Old Saints Keep every year that was released on St. Patrick's Day. So congratulations, Talnua. It's so huge. I saw a couple more besides. I saw somebody else sneak in here. Yeah. Cheers, Paul. How are you? Cheers, Stacey. Oh, it's good to see you. Let's see here. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. Sugar Kitty going for a pour of dark silky in a bit. Been doing peat from Friday all the weekend. So my last pour is peated, and as long as my stomach can handle it, I'm gonna have peated for the last pour. Oh, you're currently so if you have not gotten Donald's recipe for Irish cream, it is phenomenal. I made it 1 year and gave it out as gifts, and it was still probably the best Irish cream. It's definitely a labor of love to make it, and it's delicious. It was so good. Pete's a good guy. Yeah. Josh Fritz, cheers to you. How are you doing? I saw and Amy is here. Amy Oburn's Irish Pub. Hi there. Yellow spot in the glass tonight. Amy, I've been right there as far as picking up a yellow spot because it's on sale here for $99. And it's typically my least favorite spot, but I find myself wanting to pick one up more and more. So another way that you could try some Talnua is if you are a Patreon. So I decided once this news came out that I was going to do a Patreon giveaway for December of all Talnua samples. So I have, let's see, 5, 6, I have like 7 or 8 different Talnuas. So I will put together some samples. So the winner is going to get to try Talnua. I apologize to my Patreon giveaway from last month. I've got them boxed. I've got them labeled. I've got the shipping information on it already. I have not been able to flip and get to UPS. So I'm going to throw this one in. All of them are going to go out. I promise you, you will have it by Christmas. So let me go ahead while I'm thinking about this. Stop. Let me do the Patreon giveaway. Let's get it all out of the way here. Get bigger. Okay. Share. Okay. Somebody throw me out a number for shuffle. How many times should I shuffle? I am going to start with my first bougie pour here too. And I came across some samples that I had. And I have a Napo Castle 21 year. So I'm going to pour that in. Let's see. Kathy, you were first with 12. Okay. So let's count these out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. Good luck, everybody. All right. Congratulations, Ope. I will get those samples out to you this week. All right. So one of the Middleton Barrel Club boxes that I had when I was a member was a kind of a feature for Napo Castle. And it came with a sample of the 14, the 16, and the 21. I drank the others. I drank this one and I forgot I had it. So it's this. I don't know if it's going to focus on this. No, it's not. But it is the 21-year Napo Castle, 46% ABV, so a little bit higher ABV. So I'm going to start with that. All right. Let me know some of the things that you all have either given as whiskey gifts, received as whiskey gifts. Hey, Joe, cheers to you. Hope you had an amazing weekend. Hope you have a good Christmas. Oh, this smells tropical fruity. Now, Middleton no longer owns Napo Castle, which is honestly, it was a kind of a weird buy for them anyway, because they don't have any other malt. Their focus really is pot still and grain. But this is, this was a really good one. It says it's an exclusive cask vatting. It wasn't. It was just, I think it's just a regular 21 year, to be honest. Single malt Irish whiskey. Oh, thank you, Anthony, for reminding people, smash that like button. Boy, this is tropical fruity. Let me know if any of you guys have had the Napogue 21. With that. Or if you've had any of the, honestly, I like the 14. I thought the 14 was nice. That's really tropical. Yeah, it is really nice. This is a new favorite. It's really nice. A lot of peaches, a lot of apricot, a little bit of grapefruit. That is a nice pour. So my last Irish whiskey gift that I got was actually from my husband. It was a very nice gift. I've got, wrong side, this bottle right here, the Redbreast 27 Batch 2, which we will probably honestly finish this Christmas. It is getting down to the very, very last of it. And we noticed last time we poured it, the flavors kind of has diminished. It's gotten so down so low and it's been so long that we need to, as much as I hate to do it, we need to kill it off. So we're going to start at the bougie end of the scale. So if you have someone you need to buy for who has given you a kidney, who has you just won the lottery and are feeling extremely generous. Redbreast 27 is an outstanding gift to give people for Christmas. I don't know if I can get this because it's holding my cord, but I might be able to. Maybe. Yep, I got it. All right. So hopefully I could do it without my entire Christmas setup back here coming down. So the packaging on Redbreast 27, honestly, it's super, super nice. Got this. Wow, this is a little dusty. Got the little metal, the little wood piece with the metal magnets that hold it in. Gorgeous bottle, which, yeah, we got about enough for 2 pours left in there, and that's it. So this is batch 2, which was pretty good. This one is before it got crazy into grapefruit. Batch 3, way too much grapefruit for me. So this is an outstanding gift if you are really looking for something special. If you have a child getting married, this would make an outstanding gift, something like that. Somebody with a big accomplishment this year that you really wanted to get them a nice gift. Now, you're not going to find this for probably less than $600. Is the problem. These now retail for up to $800 here in Ohio. So the price has just gotten a little bit prohibitive. I can tell you I won't replace this myself. If I somehow came across one at $500, I would. Aside from that, it's just, I don't think it's worth it. Now this is bottled at cask strength. So this one is, this one was 54. I think it's 54. 53 and a half. Outstanding whiskey. Very pricey whiskey. Okay. Managed to do that and did not take the little ceramic Christmas tree down. So good deal. All right. I'd like to get a little more Nepog for my bar, a bit short on our shelves. Yeah, I've got the 12. I do have the full bottle because I still had a bottle, and then we basically got the Nepog 12 was in the Middleton Barrel Club. It was a full bottle of that one. So I still have that one, but I wouldn't mind having the 14 or the 16. This 21 would be outstanding. It's just, I haven't seen one of these on a shelf in a while. I know who to contact to find them. We're going to have to keep looking. Just cracked a Tipperary, Kensington Wine Market, single cask, 17 years of a rum cask. Wow. That sounds phenomenal. 55.7%. I could imagine that is tropical and sweet. That sounds really good. Oh, Donald, you got some samples of the Forêt de, what is it, François for Christmas? For those of you who don't know, that is a very, 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 very nice bottle. It was a Middleton release, one time only. That one retailed for, I believe it was $5,000 when it first came out. That I did not have. It was in Ohio at a tasting. I did not have the opportunity to go to that. I was working at the time at the festival, but you'll have to let me know what you think of that. That's going to be one heck of a pour. Hey, it's Sheriff Scandy Road. How are you doing? Yeah, that's a nice bottle. That's real nice. Those are good friends to have. I've encountered that one time where I had a friend share a sample of the Middleton Silent Distillery. It was the 43 year, and that's the best pour whiskey I'll ever have in my lifetime. And I'm okay with that because it was really, really good. Okay, so other options, if you're looking for a very, very nice Irish whiskey gift, you don't want to go quite as far as Redbreast 27. Another option that you could do right now, I think they're retailing around 300, is Middleton Berry Crockett. Now, I would recommend the Berry Crockett over the Very Rare. Very Rare is great if you have, a milestone that you want to celebrate. So if, again, if your kid was getting married next year, or this year, and you wanted to get them a 2025, for Christmas. to have that kind of bottle. If it's something that you want to commemorate the year. Um, I have one. Oh, yeah, it is still behind me. I got a couple of them. 20 and 23 behind me. Which the 20 I just picked up because that was Bride Nations last year. So if you want to do that, that's a good one. If you are just looking for a very nice bottle to drink, I would recommend the Barry Crockett more. It's a single pot still. It's a little higher ABV. You're just going to get a little more for your money on that one. All right. So let's do some other whiskey gifts here. Some other things that I pulled, and I said, let me know what you guys have gotten before or have given. I don't give Irish whiskey gifts too often. I did just get and donate for a local, it's one of our charity raffles that will raise money for one of my Irish organization's charities. And I donated a bottle of Clancolla 7-year Irish whiskey is finished in a Panamanian rum cask. And that one is from a Hoskra distillery in Ireland. That one is available in the state of Ohio. I think they're in a couple other states in the US. And a book on drinking with your patron saints, which is kind of cool because it does cocktails around all the saints and things like that. So that I probably buy honestly more whiskey to donate away than I give as gifts, only because most of my friends are bourbon drinkers. I have given scotch. The last scotch I gave was Octomore 15.2, which Anthony helped me pick out which Octomore I was going to get. And yes, my husband loved it. Thank you. Oh, let's see here. I have not seen a Barry Crockett a couple years in Canada. That's actually a good point. I haven't seen as many of them even here in the States, to be honest. They're still there, but it's not, I don't think it's as plentiful as it once was. That's a good point, Peter. 2020 Very Rare was the last one I loved, and I paid $2.15 Canadian for it. I have the 2020. My husband got me the 23, and it's good too. You and I differed on that 2020. I liked it, but I thought it drank thin. The finish was real short on it to me. I haven't opened that one in a while. I need to revisit that one, Donald. That's another one I'm gonna have to finish off that bottle. When you get this much, and it's hard to remember what you have. And I'm trying to go back and find these bottles that I need to finish off, and I need to just have a live stream of just finishing bottles off. Do I think the Redbreast PX is worth it at $120, $130? You can find it cheaper, Josh. If you go to Folsom Wine and Spirits website, they have the Redbreast PX. If you don't care if you get batch 1 or batch 2, they have Redbreast PX for, I think they still do, $69 a bottle. And I think their shipping is only like $20, $30. So you could get 2 of them for not much more than that. I did pay that much. I paid probably between $100 to $120 when it first came out. I just stocked up from Folsom on, I got a bottle right there. And then, well, next to that one, that's a Tawny. And then I got a bottle downstairs too that I keep in my office. That's a good one though. That's a really good one. That's one that I always tend to keep on the shelf. That one and Listo. Hey, Richie Z. Cheers to you. How are you doing? We're talking whiskey gifts. I'm sipping on some Napoa Castle 21 year. All right. Hey, Taste and Sensibility. Cheers to you. Sipping my next to last pour of my Redbreast 21 that I got in New York 3 to 4 years ago. So spicy and surprisingly malty. Oh, I do like a Redbreast 21. That is a bottle I need to actually get again. It's a little crazy high now. If I come across a good deal on one, I'm going to grab it. You're in the same boat as me. I've got these older bottles, and you hate to kill them off, but they're getting to the point you have to. You have to let them go. There's always going to be another bottle. How did this demo rate the Octomore? He really likes it. We've honestly, that was our first Octomore. I've not honestly had Octomore before. He likes the scotches. He's a big Lagavulin fan. I tend to be more the Ardbeg. So kind of Bruichladdich is a nice place to meet in the middle. We both really like it. Honestly, it's not one we revisit a lot. Just because trying to replace it. I think I got one of the last bottles in the state of that one. And I went back and forth between two of them. And when I talked about what he liked, Anthony recommended the 15.2 because I think it was it cognac finish, I think. Thinking, was it cognac? You guys would probably know more than me. But it's really good. Honestly, it's one of those, even though it's young, you pour it and like, okay, I get it. I get why people lose their mind over this. This is really, really good. It kind of reminds me of like Cologne in that aspect that even with the youth, like you can tell the attention to detail in the bottle. And I appreciate that. Most places don't ship to Michigan. I'm almost positive they do, Josh. A lot of places don't ship to Ohio either. And I think Folsom, is one of the ones that has the approval to ship. I think it's maybe Utah and South Carolina, the only two they don't. I think that might be either that or Two Stacks. I can't remember. But yeah, check them out. It's here, I'll even type. Let me see if I can type it in the chat here. It's Folsom Wine and Spirits. Yeah, there we go. So check them out. They have some Two Stacks. They have some Cologne in there. And then they do have the Redbreast, the deal, really good deal on the Redbreast PX. Like I said, it's PX was at the time it was 150 in Ohio, so it's come down a little. I don't think they're going to stay that low, but we'll see. Ooh, Redbreast Listo. That is my official pour when I'm doing Christmas cookies. I started a couple years ago when I started making the Irish cream Christmas cookies. I started pouring that. So that's like my Christmas pour whenever I'm making anything for Christmas. Except the bread pudding, because then I'm always making it with Liberator. It's hard to find anyone to ship to Tennessee. I believe they ship to Tennessee as well. I'm almost positive they ship to most of these places. Like I said, I think that Utah was, the only state they're not approved to ship in South Carolina. I think. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, check it out, guys. See if it's worth it. Oh, you have $150 there too. Yeah, it's definitely worth taking a look because, like I said, it's the savings is when you got more than one. As two of them out the door with shipping, it was like $165. It was a good deal. It was a really good deal. And they have two of them listed. Batch one was listed at like $200-300, but it's the second batch that's only listed at $70. I might pour off the last year at Grinsel's Wood Tree 9 tonight. I think my Knockrath is gone. That's one I already got rid of. Listau's a perfect Christmas pour. I completely agree. It just reminds me of marzipan. Like German marzipan, and I absolutely love it. Oh, yeah. Take a look. See if you. Oh, thank you, Richie. There you guys go. I get no kickbacks from them. Not at all. So I'm just hoping you guys can find a good deal on some Irish whiskey. And I think those are the states because I think it's the same as Two Stacks. And you guys will hear a lot more about Two Stacks and their US site next week, because next week my guest is Andrew Healy, who is our US representative for Two Stacks Irish Whiskey. He's going to be a guest on the channel, talk all about Two Stacks, let you know where you can find it in the US, in the UK, in Ireland, and Canada. And super nice guy, straight out of Cork. I'm pretty sure he's from Cork. So looking forward to that. Andrew is I love Andrew to death. It's funny. I met him when he was traveling through Ohio a few months ago, and the distributor had sent a rep too. And this poor distributor just sat there while me and Andrew were just chattering off like back and forth about all these distilleries and Irish whiskey and you know, oh my God, what happened? Canuck? Oh my God, what's the tea here? And it was great. And this guy just sat there like watching a tennis match about it's probably like me and Donald when Donald and I did our stream together. Probably very similar. Hey, cheers. Whiskey Habit 909. It is good to see you. I like Dalmore 12 sherry for that reason. It's Christmas in a glass. I do have the Dalmore 12. Yeah, that's a really good one too. I love the sherry on that. Oh, is there? There you go, Donald. Where you at? There you are. I'm reminded of boiled plum pudding. I always get the marzipan. I get that the almond paste, the almond cookie kind of thing. Redbreast PX, which batch is better? To be honest, Josh, I don't know that I could tell them apart. The new one, it's been a while since I've had the first one. The second one, I mean, it's just everything I remembered. It's sweet. It's orange chocolate. It's a very sweet pour. I would probably have to have them side by side. And even then, I'm not sure if you didn't tell me they were different, if I would know they were different. They're really similar. So I didn't mind. I've had batch one. I need it again. So I saved the money and got the batch two. I have a feeling, especially when you get into those mega distilleries like Middleton. I mean, there's like, each batch of Jameson is going to be very similar. And I think it's going to be the same with PX. And so I think it was just a thing that Folsom did. So if you really wanted to still have a bottle of the batch one, it's like the Blue Spot. They've come out with different batches, and there might be very, very slight difference. But honestly, if you didn't pour them next to each other, I'm not sure I could tell. And I have friends that have had both, and they're like, "Well, I think that this is just a little bit," and like, well, maybe I don't know. I don't drink it enough to know the difference. Thank you, Richie Z. That is the Two Stacks website, which Two Stacks. It's going to be a great stream. I'm excited. I'm really excited for you guys to meet Andrew next week. We have a bottle of Two Stacks Cask Strength that will open next week. That is a great bottle. That's a great gift. If you have a bourbon drinking friend that you are trying to get into Irish whiskey, Two Stacks Cask Strength, great way to go. The bottle retails for right around $60, so it's a reasonably priced bottle. And 130 proof is strong enough to sway some bourbon drinkers. That's a great, great pour. That's one I typically always have around as well. Oh, it jumped again. Where'd it go? Oh, here we go. You're too stingy with your Redbreast PX, so I poured that one. Impressive. I was too until I stocked up recently. I was down to the very last little bit in the bottle. And I'm like, well, shucks, it's getting into the holiday season. And that's usually when I want to pour out the Redbreast PX because it reminds me of Terry's Chocolate Orange from Christmas time. And so I went ahead and bit the bullet and got 2 more bottles. So I still have an entire bottle of it, which is good to have it because especially when it's as cold as it is outside. And it's as sweet, it's desserty. Oh, let's see. Oh, cheers. Thank you for joining us tonight. Just finished up. Oh, you just finished your homemade Irish cream. So speaking of Irish cream, sure, got everybody. Another great gift. And actually we did this last year for Christmas. We brought back 9 bottles of this from our trip to Ireland. We gave out almost half the case we gave out as Christmas gifts. And we were able to restock because this is now available in a few states in the US, and Ohio being one of them now. So that is Two Stacks Double Irish Cream Liqueur. So this is made with your standard regular Two Stacks, the whiskey. They're using that same whiskey, same blend in the Irish cream, and they're using double the amount of cream. They're also using double the amount of whiskey in this. So this is the 40% dark grain, 8% pot still, 40% light grain, 10% double malt, 2% peated malt. You will not taste the peat whatsoever. I can guarantee that. So this is the standard pour. It comes in at the usual for Irish cream, 17.5%. Gorgeous bottle. Look how pretty that bottle is. Makes a really nice Christmas gift. It's a really fancy looking bottle. And retail, I think in Ohio it's 30, 35. You can find a little bit cheaper. I know they have deals on the website as well, but really great Christmas gift. I said we gave out several bottles of it last year for Christmas, and we're restocking ourselves now. I picked up 2, and because we had 1 here, and there were 3 on the shelf, and I'm giving people a week, and if they don't go buy, I'm going to go buy the last 3 because we will drink them. Oh, let's see. Oh, hey, cheers. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. We are talking about some good Irish whiskey gifts for Christmas, or Irish cream, as it were. And I'm going to open up the second pour. This is a sample. I think it's from Eric Gunderson. I'm not 100% sure. I went through my samples and realized I have not had this yet. This is a Jameson 22 year. And this was from the Whiskey Exchange. This is a cask strength. So I'm excited to try this. I really have got to go through samples more. That I had such really great boujee samples, and I haven't had a chance to drink them yet. Yeah, everybody's got to get Donald's recipe. I totally agree that Irish cream is amazing. Richie's going to visit his blue spot now. I have just that much left blue spot. I've got to get another bottle. That bottle was a batch 1 that a friend of mine came across in State College, Pennsylvania a couple of years ago for $95. And he was driving through and hit me up and said, "Do you want this?" And I'm like, "Absolutely, please." Yeah, for $95, that's up to $150 now. So no brainer. I do believe net pours have picked up for me lately. Yeah, I've tried to lay off as much, it's been rough. I've got actually a couple bottles at my friend's house in New York I need to get. Honestly, just with the shipping issues lately, I have been buy more local. I've been buy more from US. I've bought a little more scotch, a little more bourbon. Oh, where's the link? Donald, I'll approve it. Or Sugar Kitty can approve it. Donald, do I not have you? I could make you a mod. I thought I had you a mod. Let me make you a mod. I thought you were. Add as moderator. There we go. Hey, William Hall. Cheers to you. How are you doing? Tracy, silly Yorkie. How are you doing, Tracy? It's good to see you. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen you. Okay, we finished off a couple really low bottles this weekend. That's what I'm trying to do. I have been, I had to clear it off for Thanksgiving, but our kitchen island, I've been going through all my bottles here, grabbing some that are kind of low and just taking them downstairs and putting them on the island so we can remember to finish them off. And I had at one point like 6 bottles of whiskey on the counter. It was before Thanksgiving. I'm like, okay, I kind of need the island for Thanksgiving. So these are going to have to get moved. So I need to have just a whole stream of finishing off some of these, because some of these only have like a few pours. But, after a while, it just doesn't doesn't taste all the same thing. Oh, you searched all over New York for this canned Irish whiskey, found a single can. Tracy, there is next week, my guest is Andrew Healy, who is from Two Stacks. So he might be able to help you locate some in New York. They also have a US website that ships to almost every state. And speaking of, that is another, that was actually the next thing I was going to go for. For the next great Christmas gift, the Two Stacks dram in a can. If you have got, especially like, I don't know if my camera's going to get this. No, it still sees me. If you've got some stocking stuffers, I've been taking these things, I've been throwing one in my pocket on all my walks I've been going on. These things are great. You can get 4 of them for right around $20, $22. This is their standard blend that's 43% ABV. It's about just over 3 ounces in these. So you get a good amount of whiskey in each can. It's good whiskey. Hey, cheers, Donner. I hope you're having a good day at work. It's good to see you. There we go. Thank you, Donald, for sharing your Irish cream recipe. I've made the Irish cream of Donald's recipe. It's phenomenal. Yeah, I actually just made an Irish coffee just last night because it's starting to get cold. And I don't typically make it at night, but. Oh, you were in Georgia. You were visiting your daughter in New York City. Okay, I gotcha. I think they ship to Georgia, but I don't think they sell in Georgia yet. I know they do in Florida, but I don't think they sell in Georgia yet. I'll have to ask him next week if they sell in Georgia. They do. They are in a handful of states right now. They did set up. They got a whole bunch of their stock over in the U.S. Before all this tariff stuff was going on, and they set up a U.S. site. So it's the same as like SharePoint or Sealbox, so that they could sell within the U.S. to U.S. So they have a U.S. warehouse and all that good stuff. So there we go. We have a low shelf we go to when we need to focus on the low older bottles. That's a good idea. I do the Two Stacks cans for whiskey friends. They go over very well. Honestly, the Dramina cans are really good. You can get these, I know, on the website. Let's see. They have those are the regular ones. They also have the single malt double barrel. Those are available, which are the blue ones. This is single malt Irish whiskey, 43%. They have the single grain double barrel, which these are 43%. They also have the Irish cream in a can. So that's kind of cool too. I have not gotten one of those yet. One of my Patreon winners won a can. They actually won, and it's going to be going out, a sample set of Dramina cans, and one of them was the Irish cream in there. So I think that's really cool. And I've seen more people doing the stuff in a can. It's crazy. Oh, your sister is making Irish cream for your Christmas gifts. She asked what the best Irish whiskey was to use. You told her Powers, since it's great for newbies. Powers is a really good one for newbies. I think Powers would be great in Irish cream as well. Donald has a recipe. He makes his with Red Restless Stowe. It is really, really good. But if you're looking for a base one, I think I would go with Powers. I think that'd be a good one. Is Two Stacks the only brand that puts them in cans? Not anymore. We're starting to see more cocktails in a can, and they actually, then Fox's Bow has Irish whiskey in a pouch. Think like a Capri Sun pouch. So you're starting to see a little more things like that. So who was it? I just saw somebody else had it in a can, and I can't remember for the life of me who it was, but you're starting to see them a little more. They were one of the first, and it went over really well, and I thought it was a great idea. So, imitation, the best form of flattery, I guess. Oh, thank you, Richie. Yeah, I give away whiskey every month to Patreon. Let's see. If I found 2 stacks of Irish cream, I would just keep it. We do. We have backups to the backups, but it makes great gifts too. All right, let's get into this Jameson 22 year. Now, I looked at this and I did not get a chance to grab it. It smells phenomenal. Yeah, that's really freaking good. Yeah, it's like the Jameson pot, the regular Jameson pot, single pot still release. Way fruitier, way more flavor at that cast strength. That's a really, really nice pour. That's a really nice pour. Off at there's just some Sunny D in that. You know, the thing is, Fox's Bow, the brand, they use like kind of like a hot pink and kind of like some fluorescent colors. So unless you knew it was whiskey, I mean, it does just look like Capri Sun. It looks like something you probably give your kids. So it is kind of funny. The LCBO has the triple stacks, triple pack fruit drops. Oh, do I have one? Yeah, no. No, those are I gave those away. I forgot I gave those away in a Patreon giveaway. Yeah, they do have the dram in a can fruit drops, which is the apple brandy finish, the apricot brandy, and the blackberry brandy. Those are really good too, Peter. I think those are worth the money. I really like 2 stacks does brandy finishes better than freaking anybody. You want to try the Jameson Black Ruby, but I heard it read as duty free. I have not heard of that one. They did a new Jameson Triple that is, I think, I want to say Marsala or Madeira. The Malaga was the original one. Yeah, they do. Cologne also has a new duty-free release. They have a couple that are pretty good. They have a couple of them. Another thing I wanted to mention. So another idea that I know is pretty widely out there. If you're looking for a gift for, especially like a bourbon drinker, looking for something a little more cask strength, and that is these Clonakilty bottles. So Clonakilty releases these, I think, in several different states. This one is from Whiskey Mentors, from Irene Tan's store up there in Rhode Island. Is it Rhode Island or Connecticut? I think it's Rhode Island. Canterbury Liquors, and this one was a sherry finish. These are always cast strength. This one is 57%. These are always really reasonably priced. I think they're maybe 60, 70 bucks. So they're always a really good deal. That's another makes a really great gift, and one that's kind of in a good range. These guys are low end. You're spending 20 bucks for 4 of these. You got 4 gifts if you want to give somebody the whole pack. I break them up and I'll put, them in the stockings. I'll, put a little gift bag, tie it onto the present. So it makes it kind of nice. Thank you. It's in Connecticut. Thank you, Sugar Kitty. That's right. Because Kilco's in Rhode Island. He goes over there to Connecticut. Okay. So Canterbury Liquors in Connecticut. Thank you. This is really, this 22 year. Unfortunately, this Jameson 22 sold out on the Whiskey Exchange pretty quickly, but it smells amazing. Tastes amazing. A lot more vanilla than that, than the Napogue that I was drinking earlier. All right, so I'm going to skip ahead. I will pour a little bit of my peated here, and I'm going to go for the last suggestion that I have. So I wanted to end with a little bit of peat, a little bit of scotch, and a friend of mine sent me a sample of Springbank 18 year and sent me a hefty amount of it. So we're going to have some Springbank 18. Boy, I thought this was peated, but I don't really smell a whole lot of peat on it. Just slightly. cheers. 5 fingers. 55. High five. How are you? So my last suggestion, I want to try to get something a little different. And this is one that I would give somebody if you know that they aren't exactly a whiskey fan, but maybe they're into cocktails or maybe they're into, vodkas, tequilas, things like that. This would be a good suggestion for that. Yeah, no, that's a sample. Yeah, he sent us several of these. I had a Midwinter's Night's Dram that was this big, but some couple Boss Hogs. Yeah, he sent us. He was trying to get rid. He's getting going through some treatment, and he was just trying to get. He's redoing his kitchen, is trying to get rid of some things, and he knew my husband likes Scotch, and sent us a whole lot of stuff. So, hey, cheers, John Cloud. Merry Christmas to you. So this one is going to be one for your friends who aren't necessarily whiskey drinkers, but maybe they're into more tequilas, vodkas, cocktails. Get them a nice Irish poitín. So we have Smugglin' Nun. This is Irish poitín. So this is outstanding. This is number one. It's great in coffee. Great in a cold brew Belfast coffee. But this also works if you want to make a cocktail, substitute it for the vodka, substitute it for the tequila. So Irish poitín is really good for that. This one is made, I know it's made from, it's got beets as part of it, part of the mash bill. Malted barley, beets, and molasses. Now, this one is made for the Smugglin' Nun brand. Smugglin' Nun is available in the US. It's in New England. So especially in the New England area, you're going to be able to find this. They do have a website. I think they do ship to, I'm not sure about their US distribution, but they've got it. They ship to a few places. This one is 45% ABV. This was actually distilled at Copeland Distillery in Donaghadee, County Down, Ireland, which I got to visit last year. Big fan of Copeland. Clearly, buying up a lot of their releases here. Got several bottles of Copeland. We really loved Copeland. We did see some bottles of Smugglin' Nun when we were over there. So this is Maura Claire, is the name of the woman who owns Smugglin' Nun. And this came out right about 2020, 2021. So a great idea if you want to still give an Irish spirit, but for somebody who might not like whiskey. Let's see. Hey, John Cloud, cheers. Saw you sneak in here. Where is that at? Hey, cheers to you. Yeah, the nun with the dodgy habit. Yeah. I did think it was a funny name for she has a whole story about why she named it Smugglin' Nun, and I need to reach out to her, honestly, and have her maybe come on sometime and talk about Smugglin' Nun, because honestly, it is a really good poitín. This is a really good one. All right, let's try the Springbank 18. I'm kind of starting to pick up a little more of the peat on the nose, but there's a lot of vanilla. You guys might know, I know absolutely nothing about Springbank 18. So you might know what the finish is on this. With all the vanilla, I'm assuming it's bourbon. There are dodgy habits, and then there are dodgy habits. Well, you drink enough poitín, you're probably going to end up with both. All right, cilantro. There's that peat. It's not overwhelming, though. There's just a lot of vanilla. Combination of bourbon and ex-sherry. Okay. Or ex-bourbon and sherry. I'm not getting the sherry as much at all. Well, yeah, a little bit. Yeah, and I said I am a little bit. Starting to get some berry notes coming through. But honestly, it's that vanilla cream that hits you right up front. And you're right. The peat is, it's there, but it's not overwhelming. That Springbank 18, I think it's finished in unattainable barrels. Well, I'm glad I have this much of it then, because I don't know that it would be one I would probably be able to find Campbelltown Funk. Yeah, it does have some Campbelltown Funk. You only get a dodgy habit, the header, if you have a ditchy habit, drinking habit, and spill some. This is good. It's got it. I know what you're talking about, the Campbelltown Funk, because it does have a funk on it, but it's got a whole lot of vanilla. And then I'm starting to get, I get the vanilla and then kind of some strawberry. Or maybe it's raspberry, it's some kind of berry. It goes straight into some berry notes. The peat is not overwhelming at all. I get the hype of that. That's really good. That's really good. Not necessarily unobtainable. It's all over the place anytime you want. It's just expensive. How much is a bottle of that? Does anybody know what's the last that you've paid? Springbank is usually a mix of ex-bourbon and ex-sherry, but varies year to year. Okay. This one it's definitely, I'm getting more vanilla, which makes me think it's got a little bit more bourbon in it. Sits on the shelf about $3.75. Dude, honestly, 300, 375. I mean, I don't know what I'm trying to, well, that's about what Redbreast 21 is, I think, right about now. So it's high, but it's not crazy, crazy high. I get it. Depending on the year, could have port. I'm definitely getting some berry notes in this Springbank 18. It's definitely got some berries on the finish. But the vanilla definitely is the first note I'm getting. Hey, Trev. Cheers, nerds. Oh, love you too. Merry Christmas. I need to send you some more Irish. Have you on again sometime. We're wrapping up our Irish Christmas gifts. What to get people. I'm having some Springbank 18. I always assume the smugglers use a subterfuge with that rum. Yeah, I think that's a thing with Copeland. Copeland, they actually do make a rum series. They make their own rum, and it is called Smuggler's Rum. So I don't know, that it could be maybe where the name partly came from as far as Smuggling None. It could be because they were the ones that distilled that poutine for them. That's a nice pour. That Springbank 18 is a very nice pour. Let me tell you, that rivals that. I didn't think that Jameson 22-year-old Jameson's pretty stinking good. I did not think something could rival that, but that Springbank 18 does. That's really good. Once you get by the Springbank 15, the price is crazy. Yeah, I think that's the same with Redbreast. Once you get above 15, it gets stupid. I did have one sample left I did not get to. That actually, I'm going to pour a little bit of that one just so I can toast the gentleman who gave this to me. You pour just a little bit of it. So this is actually BTAC 2023. We're going back to bourbon or rye. This is the Thomas Handy Sazerac BTAC 2023 sample. And this was given to me by Bourbon from Whiskey Uncensored. And it is his birthday today. So I don't know if he's watching, but happy birthday, Ben. I hope you have a good one. Thank you for sharing such a great sample of whiskey. It's a great pour. You can get any good scotch at 18 and get 2 bottles. Well, that's a good point. Yeah, I need to rejoin the Scotch Malt Whiskey Society and get, so some of those bottles were honestly the best scotch I'd had. Some of those were just really, really good. And I think it could be that it's cask strength scotch, and I'm not really used to having as much cask strength scotch. Oh, I'd absolutely. I'll put some stuff together for you. I got a whole lot of cask strength stuff I know you'd like. Yeah, it's been a good day. The Browns played as well as the Browns typically play, and we got absolutely killed by the Bears. But I don't know. I don't know why we don't trade Judy. We have 18 quarterbacks, and we have one receiver that can't seem to keep the ball in his own hands. But Loch Lomond 18 is unfortunately going up big time. I just got one last month at the old price. Oh yeah. Oh, Anok and Aaron 18. I'll have to look for those, Sugar Kitty. Because I think I recognize, I think Aaron 18 we might have here. I think. I just joined the Scotch Malt Whiskey Society for any codes for bottles to pursue. There is a code list that you can, if you look up Scotch Malt Whiskey Society codes, there's a whole list because I did the same thing. I had a Fettercairn. I don't even remember what the other one was, but it was good. That was the one I got up in Canada, though. All right. It is 7:01. I'm gonna wrap it up because Kilco is going live right now. So go over, follow Kilco, tell him I sent you. At 7:30, make sure you check out Anthony Bourbon Neophyte. He is going live with a Christmas stream for Pub Style. He's going to be talking about some good stuff, I'm sure. I will see you all here next week. We're going to have Andrew Healy from Two Stacks Irish Whiskey. He's going to be talking Two Stacks. He's going to tell you how to get the Two Stacks. So, sláinte, everybody. Hope you have a good week and stay warm.